And thank you very much for joining us and welcome once again. We are in the Amenfi West District of Ghana. This is the Samra Boys Center where the team FC Sarmatex stand tall. They are known as the Giant Army Battalion. And we'll take you through the dressing room to bring you snippets of what to expect. Medeama are playing their first game in this year's cup, and so there are a lot of expectations ahead of them. They got to the town or the city of Samra Boy early enough yesterday to witness the second half of the second encounter we had yesterday, and according to the head coach, he believes that they've had a fair idea of what to expect. We'll tell you how the preseason has gone for Medeama Sporting Club as we go through. But this afternoon, their opponents, Nations FC, are coming into this game like wounded lions. Yesterday, they played against Dreams Football Club, and it ended in an emphatic 3-0 advantage win for Dreams FC. And Kasim Mingle Okanse, in an interview with Max Sports, reiterated the fact that they were very tired. They got into the town a bit late the day before, and so could not recover from the stress and the tiredness. But he believes that today we will see the real Nations FC at work, and he hopes that the match will end in victory for Nations FC. For Ibrahim Tanko, he believes that nothing short of victory should cement what they've gone through in terms of preparation, pre-season preparation ahead of the commencement of the Ghana Premier League for the 2025-2026 soccer season. Ibrahim Tanko in your shot there, monitoring the players as they warm up. And they've got quite a solid team here. We'll be running through the lineups of both sides when they get onto the field of play. But before then, we'll be crossing over very soon to listen to the two coaches ahead of this afternoon's first match encounter. Quick recap from yesterday. As we told you earlier on, Dreams and Nations, it ended 3-0 in favor of Dreams, and it was Nations who had to suffer at the end. They played with a numerical disadvantage, 10 man as against 11 by their opponents, and they suffered for it. And Kasim Mingle Okanse was not too happy about the fact that this is what the team had to go through, but he said they've accepted it in good faith and they are bouncing back to see whether they can restore some pride, especially among their fans. And it is very imperative that they do just that, and so we are waiting for that to happen. Yesterday, second match, we had FC Sarmatex take on Adriana FC. Adriana nipped it in the bud by the end of regulation time. Coach Mingle, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. You have an opportunity today to redeem the image of Nations after that painful loss in the first game, which you attributed to tiredness and fatigue. Have you recovered, and are you in good mind for your second match?
Yes, we've recovered, but not fully. But today's game will be different from yesterday. So yesterday it was too early, and we play against since first we were playing 10 against 11. Definitely they already tired. So when they overwork themselves, they will break down. But today we're going to start fresh with 11, and they've had a little bit rest yesterday. So I don't think today it will be better than yesterday. Okay.
Coach, you are noted for being one of the best developmental coaches that we have. You've got an eye to spot talent, and I know you've scouted a bit. Would you say that the Nations team as it is now, you've got the best that you have for the league this season?
Oh, we took them from second division, first division, we're beating them. So before the commencement of the league, they will be ready for it.
You'll be ready. Okay. The first match ended a loss, but you've got other matches to play. Can you bounce back?
Definitely. Today we're going to redeem our image, as you said. Yesterday we weren't happy about it, but there was nothing we could do. Because playing with a numerical disadvantage is very difficult, especially when you are already tired. So today, I don't think it will happen. Today we will see a better game than yesterday.
We'll touch base with you at full time. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Dabi, apa doko pe, so be woman. Dape doko si. Today. Basa kwada wata. Ay, come on,
All is just about set here as we get ready to bring you the first match of match day 2 involving Medeama Sporting Club and Nations Football Club. This is going to be Medeama's first outing since the Cup tournament began. Nations have already played once. They played against Dreams FC the day before and they lost by a 0-3 margin. We are just about ready to see the second action or the second variation for Nations FC. Can they redeem image as they come up against Medeama Sporting Club? Players are coming out of the tunnel, ably led by the match commissioner and of course the match officials for the match. Fans have just begun trooping into the arena to witness the action we have here. It was tough luck for Nations FC yesterday. Played quite well but had to succumb to a 3-0 deficit, and the painful part was that the last goal for Dreams FC was an own goal scored by the captain of Nations FC, Razak Simpson. Let's see whether Razak and his colleagues can bounce back and churn out a performance that will give them the magnitude to scale this hurdle. Nations are in their white jerseys over blue shorts, and Medeama find themselves in the dark colors. Felix Che will be in goal for Medeama. We'll be telling you the players to watch out for in this game. They know themselves very well, and this preseason gives them an opportunity to line up against each other. It's a 4-3-3 formation employed by Medeama. So Felix Che will be in goal, as I said. Then there will be Kamaldeen Mahmoud on the field. Fojwa will also be in there. Yaya will be spearheading the attack. Emmanuel Owusu and Salam will be coming in from the sides, and Asma will be supporting Yusuf in central defense. Tough lineup it is for Medeama Sporting Club. Let's hope that this will bring them nothing but the best. It will be interesting to see how the likes of Fuzi Taylor, Prince Owusu, Emmanuel Owusu and Derek Fojwo team up in the game. Typical 4-3-3 formation by Kasim Mingle Okansi. Yesterday we saw the exploits of Mark Williams Boateng on the right side of attack, and I'm sure he's going to continue with that good work. Then we have Samuel in the middle together with Donko on the far left, and Barry on goalkeeping duties. And so it looks like all is just about set for the game. They go through the exchange of pleasantries, and then we will see how the game will turn on. We will also be paying close attention to Razak Simpson to see how he has picked up from yesterday's mishap. And after the game, we saw him having a long tete-a-tete with Kasim Mingle Okansi, the head coach. But he's got a smile on his face today, and I believe that should be good enough. Robert Mose, Minkael Fauzan, Franklin Nakumote will be in charge of the game. The others will be supporting. Today's center referee, Franklin Nakumate, was the fourth official in yesterday's encounter. Today he takes center stage. Once again, wherever you're watching us, we are coming to you live from Samraboy. Samraboy is a town located in the Amenfi West District of the Western Region, a predominantly farming community, but is noted for its cocoa and timber plantation. That's the head coach, Tanko Ibrahim. He's supported on his left by former goalkeeper for Kumasi Asante, Kotoko Isaac Amuako, who is also the goalkeeper's trainer. What a career Isaac Amuako had. So Medeama call on their gods, or on God, to support them. It's good to see Kamaldeen Mahmoudou. He's looking fit, he's looking strong. We will also pay close attention to Derek Fodjo and also the #1 shot stopper for Medeama, Felix Che. Nations FC will also do the usual chant or the clarion call. And all is just about set for the commencement of the game. Nations will be kick-starting the game. Kasim Mengel Okante, he believes that today we should see a better performance on the part of Nations FC. Away we go with the commencement of the first match of the afternoon. Nations FC are playing from right to left, sporting the white jerseys over the blue pants. And let's see whether they can bounce back to some success levels. This is the first game for Medeama, and straight away they switch from defense into attack. Swift counter one through the middle. Unfortunately, just could not get his foot to the ball. First glorious opportunity going the way of Derek Fodjo, and he missed that. But of course, it set the tone for what to expect in this afternoon's game. That's a goal kick advantage to Nations. It's a long one taken by captain, finds Emmanuel. Ano goes down. Ano took a heavy knock, couple of heavy knocks I should say, in the first match. It's good to see him fully recovered. He had quite a torrid time in his day at Bichim with injuries galore. But it's good to see him recover and recover well. Kofi Asma will be standing tall in defense for Medeama. They come forward looking spick and span. Fuzi Taylor leaves the ball behind. Quick recovery at the back, and it looks like it's Kofi Asma who's got the captain's armband for Medeama. Game continues in earnest. We're going to see a ding-dong affair, especially in this first few minutes of the game. Medeama have an opportunity to come forward. Come back to reorganize through Desmond Bafo. Through the middle, and the charges of Medeama will be putting in some good time as Derek Fodjo speeds off. Timely clearance. Throwing quickly effected. Medeama looking strong, they're looking good, keeping the ball to themselves, switching play to the far side. Good thinking where they would re-initiate the attack. Derek at the receiving end smothers it nice and dry. Opportunity for the cross, it comes through the middle. Solid defending by Nations FC. Eventually they clear out their lines through Evans Safo. Steady performances is one of the things we've seen, especially in the two matches we saw yesterday. Teams start cautiously and then they wait for that opening, and that is what exactly, for example, Dreams FC did to Nations FC and managed to get 3 goals past them yesterday. Goal for Nations today is Hadina Bariu. Good turn in the middle. Long pass forward by Botry, but intercepted. And it's now opportunity for Medeama to come forward. It goes down. Kelvin Nkrumah attracts the sympathy of the referee just when he turned. As he came forward, Tanko Ibrahim, the head coach of Medeama Sporting Club, reiterated the fact that they learned a lot of things. And has he been the offside trap? No. Nkrumah was trying to be smart. Obviously the officials were smarter, but Tanko Ibrahim made it clear that they had a very good experience and the learning curve increased for Medeama on their visit to La Côte d'Ivoire. Down he goes. Seems to be the live wire for nations, and we saw a lot of that yesterday, Emmanuel. A little bit of a nudge there. Referee would want fair play. But he's also a tough customer in defense when it comes to Nations FC, talking about Aaron. On the near side now, Derek loses possession. Here's Emmanuel Ano. He always has that advantage when he picks the ball. He loves to run at defenders, but this time he was clipped. Goes down in pain. And you can see the consternation written on the faces of the technical bench. He was through, was clipped from behind eventually by Derek. Derek apologizes to him, just hoping that Ano would be up on his feet. There he thumps on the floor. He has battled with injuries over the last couple of years. And so we just hope and pray that he can recover. His captain, Razak Simpson, is worried. Everybody seems to be worried. Can Ano get back on his feet? He does. He's limping at this stage. He will need a bit to recover fully. And we're hoping that he has not aggravated the injury that dogged him last season. Dr. Richard Nsenkyire is here with us as the bankroller for Samatex 1996. He was here with us yesterday. He's here today, probably to ensure that this time the team finishes with victory. Corner kick advantage to Nations. And this will be an outswinger taken from the far right. Ball is already out. It will be a goal kick. Derek controls nicely. Officials are still working on Emmanuel Ano. It doesn't look too good from where I sit in commentary position. He is still limping and may have played his last bit in today's game. The game will continue and Nations will be forced to make a substitution. As Ano is carried off entirely. A worried Johnson Smith with his hands akimbo on touchline. Not the best. Ball goes over the line, and it's a continuation of the build-up by Nations FC as they come forward this time, operating from the far right. Can they get a decent crossing? That's a good pass. It wasn't the best of crosses, ably controlled by Fuzi. And then away they go. Medeama on the offensive. The pass is laid. Derek, can he get to the ball? He does. Unfortunately, he can't beat the man in front of him. Nations recover nicely. Johnson Smith on the touchline is telling them to cool the tempo, cool the pace. As ball goes over the line for a throw-in before the throw-in will be effected. We will have a substitution, and Nations FC have been forced to bring on Abdullah Mashoud in place of Emmanuel Ano. We hope that the injury is not as bad as it looks. Derek Joe once again makes space for himself down the right flank, and then gets a lot of support as the cross comes in from Kamaradini Mahmoudou, but the end result not the best. Fluidity in the game of Medeama Sporting Club, trying to use the width of the field to their advantage. Kamaradini moving to the right hand side and falls deep interchangeably with Derek Fodjwo. And it's Kamaradini who gets his head to the ball. Richard Danso was beating on that occasion. As Razak. Nations work themselves out of trouble simply. Pushed on to the far side, and again one of the few things that seems to work for Nations FC is the way they're able to ghost past the players on that flank, but then it's the finishing that has really let them down. Good ball control in the middle. It goes all the way back, but it's recovered nicely. Fuzi was fouled in the process. Game will continue. All the way back, it will be shepherded by Asma, who now starts an attack for Medeama. Manuel Owusu. Not in a haste for the build-up in terms of progression, Medeama. Long ball forward, but it goes over the line for a throw-in. And Kofi Asma apologizes for that. No clear-cut chances to either of the two sides. Emmanuel Owusu lays on the pass. Owusu gets it again. He's going forward. Picks up Derek. Derek in the 18-yard box. He sends in the cross. No opportunities there yet. But it will be a continuation of the build-up. Prince Owusu gets involved, but again switches it to the near side. Ding-dong battle. The middle player goes down. And it looks like referee has blown the whistle. And he's pointing to the corner spot. Some strong play through the legs. He went down in the process, but it looks like Razak got in the way of that shot that was ballooned. And so corner kick it will be. Emmanuel Owusu has been threatening through the middle. Corner kick floated in, but it would land safely in the arms of goalkeeper. No problems at all for Nations as the ball is thrown down quickly, and then there's a run for it. Can he go past this marker? That will be close to impossible. Again, it's a careful build up by Medeama as they come forward. Not much of a haste. Most of the teams went through their shake-ups early this morning on the various parks dotted here at Samraboy. Dreams FC did a light shake-up. Winfred Dormont says he's okay with the team. He has to tweak a few changes and he will do that in his second game. Summertex will be seeing them on the field of play later this afternoon in the second encounter as they take on Baseke Holy Stars. Careful ball control. Almost all the coaches that we've had the opportunity to interact with have all supported this cup. Cross is justifiably defended by Razak Simpson. Swift build up it was once again down that right. The cross came in, dealt with nicely. Kelvin could not get a full blast of the cross, but it's a corner kick. Advantage Medeama. Prince Owusu goes behind the ball. Derek will wait in the middle, looking for an opportunity. It's a left-footed corner kick. Not the best of responses, as nations have the opportunity to come forward. Slight change in the weather here in Samraboy. It's been up and sunny for most part, and then it's taking a dull turn. But we're hoping for the best. It stays like this till the end of activity for the day. Controlled on the far side nicely, and Medeama will come in slow and sure. Mubarak Yusuf marshalling forces on the left hand side of defense. There he is as he runs and picks up the ball. Yusuf Mubarak. And then pushed on by Asma, kept in play by Kelvin. Nicely done. Kamaradini couldn't get his foot to it. Razak picks it up. Nations are looking good. Long ball forward. Solid defending from Asma. Kwame Boachi. Long throw. And it will be a corner kick. Ball skimming off the head of Fuzzy Taylor. Corner kick to Nations. And Felix Chain needs help. And help comes his way. Swung in. Felix Chain punches out. Kelvin quick to react. But it goes over the line. Advantage will stay with Medeama. No goal to report as yet in the first match of the second day of the Nsenkyire Cup 2025. Long ball forward now. Good ball control. Kamaradini. He turns. He sends in the cross. Looking for the connection. Fodua goes down. Referee blows the whistle. It will be a penalty. Late reaction from the defense of Nations. And that was a strong challenge that came in. And I want to believe that Mark Williams got in a bit late. And obviously he will be happy because his team has got a penalty. Tanko up on his feet, needs to find out exactly what will happen. Kofi Asma has been good in defense. He's been rock solid so far. Injury worries, by the way. Kasim Mingle. Sure, there'll be a lot of things going on through his mind after losing the first game. Let's see how this opportunity is converted by Medeama. And I want to believe that it's Mubarak Yusuf who's behind the ball for Medeama. Referee blows the whistle. Opportunity to draw first blood as Medeama Sporting Club. Penalty opportunity against Nations FC. In he goes. 1, 2, 3. Easy as A, B, and C. 1 goal to the good for Medeama. Felix J applauds. Easy taking penalty. Goalkeeper was completely swayed off. Thank you very much, Mubarak Yusuf. He seems to say, I told you I would do it, and he's done just that. Game continues, and Nations will have to pick up the pieces. And Nations will have to recover and get back into the game as quickly as they can. Mubarak Yusuf. 1 penalty goal. And they come forward now, Nations. Mark Williams. Medeama will have to work themselves out of a danger zone from behind. Prince Owusu will do just that, and away they go. More options as it's laid forward. Razak Simpson is the first to react. Good thinking. Finds Boache, and they try to get themselves out of trouble. Richard Danso playing more of a roving role for Nations. There's nobody running for that. Faulty pass. A quick negative reaction from Johnson Smith, the assistant coach for Nations FC. And Medeama looking forward for goal number 2. That was a shove in the back by Kelvin Nkrumah. That's not fair play. Nations on the offensive once again. The heart of midfield for Nations is Isaac Botry. He's been kept quiet. The quick resurgent displays of the likes of Derek Fojo and Kelvin Nkrumah. Yes, Asma. Nations FC win the advantage. 23 minutes gone in the first half. Medeama Sporting Club lead by 1. Holding on to the ball a bit too long, but eventually they get themselves reorganized as they seek to come forward. Simpson opens up the game. Watch it at the receiving end. Done so. Good footwork. Lays with the delivery and goes all the way to goalkeeper Felix Che. Sends it all the way back to his goalkeeper on duty, Hadina. Nation started their pre-season at home and then made a journey to Accra to continue with their preparations until they got the green light to be part and parcel of the Nsenkyire Cup for the year 2025. Good display. Now they come forward. It's a surging run. Medeama still have the advantage through the middle. Oh, a miscue of a kick. Through the replay again, and there, that was that strong tackle that came in. Very tough one at that. Referee has already taken the decision. There won't be the need for the agitations as the fans still wait to celebrate a second goal in this game. It could come either way, but for the moment the pressure is on Nations FC. Free kick opportunity to Medeama. Kamaradini is there. He fancies a long drive. Or will the options go to Prince Owusu, who can curl?
No jumping. No jumping.
On his feet is the goalkeeper's coach for Medeama, Isaac Amuako. Five-man wall formed by Nations FC. Referee blows the whistle as a chance for Medeama. It's curled in by Prince, but it goes over the top. Lined it up pretty well. But it went way off target. It leaves the scoreline at 1-0 advantage Medeama. We've done 28 minutes in the first half. Nations will now employ the long ball to the near side. Failure to stop the ball was done. So Asma in charge of defense. Finds goalkeeper, and goalkeeper gets it back to Asma. Can Asma get to the ball first? No. He's been beaten to it. Quick turn, and there's a dash into the 18-yard box. Nations FC are claiming an opportunity. The idea was good. Decided to go solo all the way, but Isaac Botwe eventually shot off target. Substitution time for Nations FC. And it looks like they've pulled out Danso. Nations with the ball now. Medeama will reorganize. All the way back to goalkeeper Felix Che. Asma plays the 1-2 with Che. What a mistake, and a very costly one from Felix Che. Rather sent a pass to his opponent, and his opponent failed to capitalize. Fodjo finds Kamadini to Fodjo again, but a bit too strong that pass. And that was the pass from Che to his opponent, and he was gifted the ball back. Counts himself very lucky. It's still Medeama Sporting Club 1, Nations FC 0. Thank you very much for sticking and staying with us. We're coming to you live from Samraboy, especially at the Nsenkyire Sports Arena, where we're bringing you our continuing coverage of the Nsenkyire Cup 2025. It's match day 2, and it's the first action of the day. Medeama Sporting Club leading Nations FC by a 1-0. Don't forget, Nations lost their first encounter against Dreams FC by a 0-3 margin. Nations with the advantage now. Through the middle they come. Love to keep the ball to themselves as they look for options and openings. Centre backs of Nations have been solid so far. Razak seems to have recovered from the howler yesterday. And it's now the turn of Medeama. A little bit of a shove there, and Razak goes into the referee's box for penalizing, for impeding Abdul Salam. Azak has a smile on his face. He knows what this is all about. How's the ball pushed forward? A little bit of a heckle there. Wouldn't make anything out of it. But center referee Franklin Akumate did. Long ball forward by Asma. That's a chase for it. Boachi gets himself involved and he scores 4 marks for the clearance. Medeama now, can they get a decent crossing? They can, but there's nobody there to finish it off. It's headed away. Not too far though. Kelvin, they've got opportunities of coming forward, and this they will do gladly. The shot on target, but the shot is on target, but not the best of shots. Quite feeble. Ten minutes to the end of the half. And it looks like Medeama have the cushion they need in the game. Ibrahim Tanko, the head coach, has gotten off his seat once. And it gives the impression that Medeama are playing according to the plan. Mubarak got his head into it. Runs after that. Corner kick advantage to Nations. Corner kicks. A bit of a scare because Felix Shea came out, but he was nowhere close to the ball. Eventually he goes out. Corner kick once again. And you realize that it was headed towards the middle portion where Che thought he could get there early, was impeded in the process, and eventually failed to even get close. Strong header by Razak Simpson. Boachi comes forward. He would love to help. Sapong. Oh, not the best of crosses. Medeama will say thank you very much. And they look at coming forward, but again they give the ball away. Going through the middle, looking for the drive from a distance. Attack fizzles out. Faisal Chawete just could not find that area to redeem himself. Simpson is long. It comes to the near side. It's good enough. Beats one on the process, but not the second. Mahmoudou showing how strong he is. And Medeama open up the game. Nicely done by Prince Owusu. And Prince Owusu has connected quite fairly and decently well with Fuzi Taylor in the middle for Medeama. And Medeama come forward, goes past one, Kelvin goes down, and it's a free kick. And that was the foul committed on Kelvin Nkrumah that fetched the free kick for Medeama. A quick organization at the back there for Nations FC as they seek to defend this free kick. Desmond Bafo has got a cultured left foot. He would fancy his chances. And referee will ensure that the heckling is brought to the barest minimum in the 18-yard box. Prior to the free kick opportunity for Medeama. Shot is fired, but it's blocked. Mubarak brings it down nicely, lays on a pass to Derek Pedro. There's still an opportunity. Prince opens up the space. Kelvin cuts through one. He beats the next, lays on the pass, but eventually there's a clearance out of danger zone, but injury comes along the way. Five minutes to move to full time. Medeama still lead by 1. Yet another free kick. Teams are doing well to put up their best foot forward, to put out their best foot forward in terms of this competition, but so are the match officials. We've seen some clean officiating so far in the competition. Franklin Nakumate, Selom Yao Bless, and the rest of the match officials. So far, so good. It's floated into the 80-yard box. Referee notices an infringement and gives the advantage to Nations. Quickly effected. Game continues. Can he keep it in play? Decent cross is what is expected. The cross comes in. Oh, brilliant challenge. Brilliant challenge. Swift counter. Kelvin with the cross. Inch perfect it was. The header just went a few inches over the top. But Kelvin did well to get to the ball. What a goal it would have been. Abdul Salam ruining the missed opportunity. At this stage, Nations will be glad to hear the whistle for the end of the game. Medeama seem to be putting a lot more pressure on them. Yusuf Mubarak showing clearly his experience in the game. 45 minutes of action are up. We're into 2 minutes of add-on time. Oh, the heckling was too obvious as Kofi went down. A little bit of a complaint on that bandaged knee, but he says it's okay, he will continue the game and will take the free kick himself. Stability in the defense of Medeama. Kofi Asma, a regular in that backline. It's good to have Yusuf Mubarak with a lot of experience from his days with Ash Gold and Kotoko. But it's a daring run this time around. Unfortunately, Kelvin leaves the ball behind. But the threat has almost always been there. Faisal Chawiti has been kept quiet in this first 45 minutes. As nations come forward. Tidied up nicely. Good play by Medeama. They know exactly what they're doing. Keeping the ball to themselves. As they await the signal from the center referee, he's taking a look at his watch once. And the referee takes a look at his watch again. He may want the game to continue for the next couple of seconds. Mark Williams brings the ball down. Boachi looks for options. Referee blows the whistle for the end of the first 45 minutes in this much anticipated first match of match day 2. Medeama Sporting Club and Nations FC. Nations have had a taste of this competition. This is the first time of asking for Medeama Sporting Club. And Medeama Sporting Club have their noses in front. Tough encounter, give and take. Medeama have created a lot more inroads with the dashes by Kelvin on the left, Derek on the right. Fans have loved every bit of it. And so this is a game that involved two teams who know themselves. Two matches for nations. The players to watch out for, and this preseason gives them an opportunity to line up. Let's hope that this will bring them nothing but the best team up in the game. Typical 4-3-3 formation. So be paying close attention to Razak Simpson to see how he has picked up from yesterday's mishap, who is also the goalkeeper's trainer. What referee got us underway, and both sides have had a lot of trust indeed, and of course the fans were looking forward to a very good game. Tidied up nicely in Nations defense, and in Nations defense again, the fact that Razak Simpson had been able to bounce back to clarity in terms of the conscience. Scored an own goal in the first game against the Dreams, but this time around he marshaled forces in defense until Mark Williams gave the penalty away, which was easily and nicely converted by Yusuf Mubarak to get the opener for Medeama Sporting Club. Nicely done, and it's been a very, very careful approach by Medeama into this game, not in a haste to overrun their opponent, and I'm sure they saw what Nations were capable of doing in the first game. Again through the middle, this time a complete miscue by Emmanuel Owusu. But the challenges were just a bit too much. Wonderful free kick taken. Once again, the bent was there, but it kept rising and rising. Nations would respond with an opportunity of their own. Again, not even the side netting could get close to that opportunity. Che at this stage got a little bit confused, gave the ball away, but he was able to quickly show that reflexes of his, pouncing back on the return ball. Lot more free kicks came the way of both sides, especially Medeama, but tried as they may, they still missed. Kelvin came through with the lovely cross, but that was nearly goal number 2 for Medeama. But until then, it was a ding-dong battle until the referee's whistle went for half-time at the Nsenkyire Sports Arena. There's more coming your way in the second half. Do stay with us. It's Medeama 1, Nations FC 0.
No, what they'll find.
Welcome back, viewers. We are still with you live from Samraboy, precisely the Nsenkyire Sports Arena, where we are bringing you the second half of the first match of the afternoon, and it's Medeama Sporting Club who kick off, now playing from right to left. They're playing against Nations FC in the white tops. Medeama managed to get a goal from the penalty spot in the first half, and there are more opportunities coming their way in terms of Nations progression. He felt they had won the corner kick, and the referee thought otherwise. A couple of dignitaries making their way here to the Nsenkyire Sports Arena to witness exactly what is going on. This is the biggest preseason competition here in the Ghana Premier League. It's Kelvin on the left, and he's been cut out. Nicely done by Nations. They have the opportunity to come forward. Good ball control, lays on the pass. Another opportunity for Nations as they gallop towards the byline. Can he send it a decent cross? He does. The finishing is not there, not just yet. The twist and turns, tries to cut through the middle, but nicely read, and then eventually foul committed. Medeama are inviting problems. Asma's clearance not the best, but then Prince also was entangled. In that melee. Goal scoring opportunity for Nations. Felix Che will organize the wall in front of him. And it's an opportunity for Nations to come back into the game. Behind the ball for Nations, one option is Razak Simpson, and he scored from a similar situation before. Let's see what happens from the free kick. He's driven in, and Felix Che read that one very, very well. Had no problems at all dealing with that. Felix Che. Here's Razak to the near side, brought down nicely by Alex. That was a nicely taken free kick, expertly dealt with by Felix Che. Still more opportunities coming the way of Nations this time. It's going to be a free kick from the byline on the right. I believe it's Max who's behind the ball. Swung in nicely, he's deep. Headed away, safety first. Opportunities being created, especially in this early part of the second half. Header went wide. And it's the strong man who went down. A bit of a limp there, and that should be a worry, because the head coach of the senior national team is here in the stands and he's watching the local component of possibilities for the Black Stars. Pendulum swings. Kelvin into the 18-yard box. He looks late on the pass, but straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Hadina Barriu. Kelvin did well to get into it and then dealt straight into the 18-yard box, but it was the eventual cross that did not go the way he had wanted. Pendulum swings, and Nations trying to create opportunities in the 18-yard box on the opposite side of the field. Calmed down nicely by Max. Mac Williams Boateng. during the halftime break. Ibrahim Tanko and members of his technical team were thinking of making some substitutions. And obviously this is a competition which gives the opportunity for the teams to make as many substitutions as they can. And it's all part of the build-up process for the pre-season for clubs that get engaged or involved in this competition. Asma's chip forward is a bit too long, dealt with. Nations put the ball on the turf. They've got opportunities to swing from the near side. Unfortunately, again, that pass by Mashoud did not go too far. On the far side now, they've got options in Kwame Boache. Lace on the pass. Kwame seems to be the link between the defense and the attack. Nations, can they cut through? Medeama not giving them an opportunity to operate the way they would love to. And we saw the demeanor on the face of Kasim Mingle Okansi earlier on. Streaming forward. Shot is well read in defense. And eventual clearance. And it looks like Nations are doing something different in the second half. They seem to have upped the rhythm and are masterfully controlling the game from traveling into their own half. Nations have an opportunity to come forward. It's a long boot. This Tanko who picks up the ball for Nations. Prince goes down. It looked more like he losing the ball than the challenge that came from his opposite number, Isaac Botry. Medeama come forward. Opportunities are bound for a cross. They try to get into the 18-yard box a bit too much. Goalkeeper picks it up nice and quiet, no problems. Sends a long ball in. Mark Williams. Can he go around his marker? He's into the 18-yard box. Ooh! In a haste. Let's ballot it. Good pressure there from Faisal. One of the few times he's been able to go deep, but was policed by Mubarak all the way. There's a chase for the ball. Medeama get there first. They've got the advantage into the 80-yard box, but completely overhit on that occasion. Mark Williams picks it up for Nations. Again, trying to use the long balls to advantage. It's not worked to perfection, not just yet. Strong header from Mubarak. He's penalized for that. Sun has been hiding behind the clouds for the better part of the match, and that's good enough for an afternoon football. And Mubarak is complaining about one thing or the other. He's not too happy with the referee. And look at his reaction. As I said, a lot of dignitaries are joining us here at the Nsenkyire Sports Arena. Western Regional Football Association is ably represented here by its president. Che organizes the ball in front. Referee has a quick word with Mubari. Swung into the 18-yard box. The header is absent. They eventually cleared out, but over the line. Referee gives the advantage to Medeama. Cut through the middle. It was a long ball by Fuzi. Medeama getting to options now. Yes, Prince. Tries to cut when he goes through the middle. The pass is laid on, nicely done by Emmanuel Owusu. Razak gets a foot to it, and then it's cleared out. Mark Williams now. He gets a return from Mashoud. A lot will be expected on the Nations FC team when the season begins, especially their scoring prodigy. Faisal Chawete there in that tussle. Both go down. Again, not found his rhythm, not just yet, Faisal. Bit of a frustration in his game today. You see a little bit of heckling from behind as well. Shirt tagging. Fuzi has been busy for Nations in the heart of midfield. Kelvin has cut through nicely for Medeama. And it's an opportunity to move forward. Kamaldeen Mahmoudou joins the attack. He waits for the pass. He gets it. He lays it back. Blocked by Razak. Play was good by Medeama. The intensity was there. But it was the right foot of Razak that saved the day. His opposite number going down in pain, and he's there to give support. Intense concentration. And we've got the leadership of the Western Regional Football Association also here. Head coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars, sitting next to Dr. Nsenkyire, and the team manager. And of course, the ladies will not be left out, will they? Ladies love their football. And anywhere there's football, you will see the ladies to grace the occasion. Got to see head coach of the Black Stars here. Otto Addo is watching from a distance. Amin Shadow sits next to him. And of course, the host of this tournament, the man in whose honor this tournament is being played, Dr. Richard Nsenkyire, is also here with them. Medeama take over. Pass is a bit too strong, controlled by Abdul Salam. Two players go down. Was thinking that after the first player went down, the referee was going to blow his whistle. Tried to play the advantage, but ended up being a disadvantage after all. We have played 1 hour of this game. We're into the last half hour. Razak got his head to it but went down in the process. It's a battle for it. And it looks like Nations have won the advantage. Some fighting spirit on the part of Mark Williams. Yeah, that's right. The assistant referee got it right. He hit the ball against the leg of the Medeama player who was falling down. Gets the advantage of the throw-in. Razak Simpson has left his defensive post for a minute. Not the best of crosses, and now there's pressure on Nations FC. Abdul. And the ball is spread to the far side. Goes back to thinking, but it looks like Derek took his eye off the ball for a minute. Failed to stop it. Substitution time for Medeama. Looks like Ibrahim Nuruddin fancies his chances as he comes on to take the place of Abdul Salam. Pass laid on by Seat, but flag is up for offside on the near side. And that clearly got the player in the offside trap. Ball to the near side. Oh, good ball control by Kelvin into the 18-yard box again. This time he got the cross. Oh, that was close. What a way to have celebrated the way you came into the game as a substitute. A chance too good to miss, and the fans know that. That ball was controlled nicely and brought down by Kelvin. Kelvin went into the 18-yard box. This time he got the cross nicely. Razak made himself big in the process, but it eventually has entered the net. Celebration galore. Medeama Sporting Club cementing their authority. They kept the pressure on. Prince will give the sign of the cross. He got the ball and then fired it into the bottom corner. Goalkeeper stretched, but was completely beaten. Side of his foot, that was the technique. And it worked. Goal scored by the chap in the 15 jersey for Medeama Sporting Club. There he is. Prince Owusu gets his name on the scoreboard. One goal to his credit, Prince Owusu. And Medeama take a comfortable lead. Certainly not a tournament for nations. As it stands now, they've conceded 5 goals in the tournament. Kelvin comes forward again. More opportunities coming the way of Medeama, but this time around, quick recovery. Mark Williams on the near side. Switches play to the far. Good thinking. Oh, lovely turn. Lots of midfield ball control, and we're not seeing the creativity on the part of the players. Good thinking as Desmond Bafo heads the ball out. Booted in there again. Not the best of headers. Injury worries for Medeama. They have a player down, but meanwhile, substitution will be going the way of the lads from Takwa. Derek has given chance to a player who delights when he comes onto the field, Osa Bernardino. Osa Bernardino Tete is on. Derek Fodua will also make way. What a game he's played. And he takes a break for now. Fuzi takes a break. Place taken by God knows Jakpasu. And yet again, they will introduce a lot more fresh limbs onto the field of play. Nations will also respond with changes of their own, a couple of them going out. Ivan Safo, for example, is on the field. And soon to join them is Suedu Sulemana. That's Ivan Safo. 67 minutes gone in the second half. Medeama rolling to a 2-0 advantage over Nations FC. Will Nations be the whipping boys in their group? Again, a careful build-up it will be for Medeama. Through the middle, there's a lovely tap, but there's nobody there. Ibrahim Nuruddin was flagged. Good ball control. Again, during the dying embers of the first match they played against Dreams FC, we realized that Nations were lacking the ability to come forward, and I decided to sit back and allow the opponents to come at them. Medeama with the advantage. Thread through there, but again, difficult situation for Ibrahim Nuruddin. Now is Nations, unfortunately, failed to keep it in play into the last 20 minutes of the first match day. Still to come this afternoon, we've got action here as Baseke Holy Stars are expected to take to the field to take on the hosts, Summertex 1996. A team who also lost narrowly and would have to claw back some pride. Let's welcome some fresh players onto the field of play. Ebenezer Nkrumah joins his colleagues on the field of play. And then it looks like a chap in the number 20 jersey for Medeama also comes on. We'll confirm the next in a bit. Razak. All the way to goalkeeper Hadina. Booted out into touch for a throw-in. Razak with that diving header out of danger zone. But then Mark Williams boots it out. There's a charge for it, but it's picked up nicely as they reorganize themselves in the middle. Talking about Medeama. Mubarak comes forward, lays on the pass. It looks good, the build-up for Medeama as they come through the middle. Lovely pass, laid through, one-on-one situation. Goalkeeper gets there first. Brahim Nuruddin did take off early, and so he was lacking in speed. Mubarak, Kofi Asma. Nuruddin is offside. Nations will still battle for every ball, for every opportunity, for every chance, despite the fact that they are 2 goals down. Nations FC will come forward looking for opportunities. Yes, Suedu. It's brought on a lot of excitement. Spritey, little player, controls, surveys, looks for the options, sends it forward. Mubarak with a big boot for the clearance. And the gentleman in the 20 shirt who came over for Medeama is Nana Kofi Babel. Oh, unfortunate slip. Medeama will say thank you very much. And they come forward. Here's Babel. Lays on the pass through Nuruddin. He get to it. Well read. Oh, and he clips from behind. And that is quite dangerous. Nuruddin will be lucky if he doesn't go into the referee's box. Nuruddin has been booked. He's got the yellow card. That was a lunge into the player. Had it control, had it under control, and there just went for the legs. Straight for the legs. Nuruddin gets a yellow card. A few familiar faces on the bench of Nations FC, including former Accra Great Olympics goalkeeper Abraham Odonko. And Kasim Mingle. I'm sure he would love to salvage the little that remains in his team, together with Johnson Smith on the touchline. It's a game that has run smoothly. We've got 2 goals to celebrate as we get into the last quarter of the match. Emmanuel Owusu calls for the ball and gets it. Love to be part of the attack build-up. Spreads play. Mubarak. Good ball control. But again, the win for Medeama, should it end that way, would be a good result for them. Their first game today, but it ends in victory for them as Medeama seek to come forward. Passes laid on, nicely done. Can he get a decent cross in? Mark Williams got his foot to it. He ended up in the safe arms of goalkeeper Hadina. Another build-up once again by Medeama. This time they're operating from the right. It's a long ball in. Got his head to it, but lacked the direction. It's good enough opportunity. Cross came in from the far side. Richard went up, got his head to it, but it lacked the direction. Lovely ball forward, but again well read by Razak. Nations now committing players as they come forward. The ball has been taken away from them. Nicely done. Medeama very confident on the ball when they have to deal with it. And they come forward yet again. As the crosses that have let them down. Here comes another of those. This time it's headed away. Babil penalized. A little nudge in the back, and referee will not let that pass. 78 minutes, viewers. Played in this match, Medeama 2, Nations 0. We're expecting the stadium to fill up later this afternoon because it will be the home side. Salmatex will be playing against their opponents, Baseke Holy Stars. Got his head to it, all right, but again, the direction was lacking. Nations will pick it up, but this time it's pushed on a bit too far. No problems at all. Ball cleared out, he comes to the middle, Babel cushions it, and then they try to spread play to the far side. But unfortunately, Richard Appiah was caught in the offside trap. Williams again finds Razak. It's a strong header there from Asma. Pushing forward slowly but surely, Nations to the near side. Kasim Mengolo Kante still on his feet. Attack is breaking down. Have an opportunity for a shot of target. He dummies, fires in the shot. And Felix again scores 4 marks. That was a lovely dummy there. Put it on his favorite right foot, fired in the shot. And Che picked it up. Mark Williams not too happy with the referee's decision to penalize him, but the game will continue. Opportunities again avail itself as Medeama come forward. Oh, that was a thunderbolt of a drive. Goalkeeper difficulty dealing with it. Corner kick though, and yes, he will complain about a thing or two. Where were the markers? He seems to ask. Went down and gathered it, but not to the best of his ability. It's a corner kick, 9 minutes and counting. Corner kick is floated in, is a bit long, and eventually no problems at all for the defense of Nations. Trying the quick counter attack, they're still in contention. Can he keep his head up? He does. He maintains the possession. He lays on the pass into the 18-yard box. It could be. It wasn't. Opportunity just blasted wide. That's a lot ball out. Good ball control again. Medeama finding men in open spaces, right place, right time this time. It's flighted over the top. They're creating the chances. They're getting into passing lockdowns. But again, the finishing is yet to be perfected. Nations keep the ball to themselves now. They really need to dig deep to see whether they can get themselves back into the game. Time obviously not on their side. With 7 minutes to go and counting, is blasted wide. Unless of course they would want to tell us that that sums up the efforts they brought into the Nsenkyire Cup 2025. So far so good for Medeama. And a team that also played yesterday. We will be seeing them later this afternoon as Samatex 1996 plays host to Baseke Holy Stars. Samatex lost that first game. They played against Medeama and would want to claw back some pride. Can he go through? Lots of anticipation as they come forward. Nations FC creating the spaces as they go through. But again, Medeama keeping it tight. Oh, he's brought down. Player must be lucky. Doesn't seem remorse at all. Tough challenges on the field of play. 5 minutes to full time. It's Medeama to Nations 0. Push through. Running for it. Lovely tip. That should be a goal. What on earth was he thinking of? That was a wonderful crossing there from Richard up here. Razak was committed, was beaten to it, but difficult to tell exactly why he did not have a full blast of the ball. Nations will say thank you very much. Keeps the scoreline at 2-0 advantage. Medeama. Babil. Nuruddin asks for it. Through the middle, here's Babil. Lace on the pass. Cross is good, but it's headed away. 6 first. Without a doubt, Mark Williams Boateng has showed clearly what a baller he is. Corner kick effected. Solid cross in there by Desmond Bafo. Still dangling in there, Stuart Winston. Mubarak did well to get his head to it, and the ball goes over the line. Nations have a throw quickly effected. Nations being crowded out by Medeama in their own half. It's been their bane since the game began. They found it very difficult to break that midfield and defense of Medeama. Kofi Asma has been solid in defense. His partnership with Mubarak has been good enough. On the near side now, and they have another opportunity to come forward yet again. This is Richard up here. Richard Lace. He had wanted to lay on the pass, but was well read. They would regather, they would regroup, and they will restart through Emmanuel Owusu. Watching the offside trap. And goalkeeper picks it up. Nations control. Look for opportunities as they come forward, but Mark Williams gives the ball away. They were picked up nicely by Medeama. They say thank you very much. Nana Abel steps forward. Plays the 1-2 nicely, and he gets the return. He goes through. Musa Bernardino was waiting to latch onto it. Opportunity to restart the game. And again, Razak seems to be having a word with some of his colleagues on the field of play. To the near side now, and opportunities. Razak Simpson. He gets the job done nice and tidy, Razak Simpson. And not scared of the pressure that comes his way. Pass laid on. Player trips in the process, although the shot was taken. Smothered by goalkeeper. And that will signify the end of proceedings. 90 minutes are up, and we've got 3 minutes of add-on time. 3 minutes for Nations FC to show what they are made of if they can. Medeama have the advantage. On the near side is Richard Apia. He's waiting for that long pass if he can get to it. Nuruddin waits in the middle. That's a strong challenge. Tries to lay on the pass, is blocked. Nations on the move. He gets a return. Can he go through the middle? No, he can't. He tries to bring it back to Mark Williams. They're looking to delve forward into open space. Now Sapon gives the ball away. Nuruddin versus Razak Simpson. He decides to fire from a distance. Oh, the idea may have been good, but they lacked that power. They have been in firm control since the blast of the referee's whistle, Medeama, and they are still keeping at it. He gets to the ball up here. He gets into the 18-yard box. Nuruddin waits for the tap. Osa Bernardino comes through. There's a run for it. It's just the first game for Medeama, but they are yet to find their rhythm. After chalking success in far away Côte d'Ivoire, where they went for their training, pre-season training that is, 5 matches they played, won 3, drew 1 and lost 1. And according to head coach Tanko Ibrahim, is good as referee signals the end of proceedings in the first match on match day 2. It's ended in a 2-0 victory for Medeama Sporting Club. First time of asking. Nations have suffered their second straight defeat in the cup, and obviously will not augur well for Mingle. And Kasim Mingle shares a quick word with Tanko Ibrahim. Good friends. Razak Simpson played his part. Unfortunately, he belongs to the losing side. It's not worked to perfection for Nations FC today, but of course it's all glory and honor for Medeama Sporting Club. 90 minutes of action in the game, and at the end of it all, it's Medeama Sporting Club 2, Nations FC 0. It's Medeama Sporting Club who kick off, now playing from right to left. They're playing against Nations FC in the white tops. Medeama managed to get a goal from the penalty spot in the first half, and there are more opportunities coming their way in terms of not just yet. The twist and turns, tries to cut through the middle. Nicely read, and then eventually. Let's see what happens from the free kick. It's Mark Williams. Can he go around his mark? Into the 18-yard box. Ooh! Swung into the 18-yard box, the header. Opportunity to move forward. Kamaldeen Mahmoudou joins the attack. He waits for the pass. He gets it. He lays it back. Blocked by Razak. Ball to the near side. Oh, good ball control by Kelvin into the 18-yard box again. This time it's on the cross. Oh! Big that process, but it eventually has entered the net. Celebration galore. Medeama Sporting Club cementing their authority. They kept the pressure on. Lays on the pass through Nuruddin. Can he get to it? Well read. Oh, and he clips from behind, and that is quite dangerous. The near side, Kasim Mingle Okante still on his feet. Attack is breaking down. They have an opportunity for a shot of target. He dumps, fires in the shot. And Felix Che again scores forward into open space. Now when Sapon gives the ball away, Nuruddin versus Razak Simpson. He decides to fire from a distance. Oh, the idea may have been good. Training, that is 5 matches they played. Won 3, drew 1 and lost 1. And according to head coach Tanko Ibrahim, is good. As referee signals the end of proceedings in the first match on match day 2. Thank you, coach, for giving us a little bit of your time. Straight walk in the park, would you say?
Yeah. From my team, from the first half, we were very aggressive in terms of winning the ball back, and I think we should have scored more goals looking at the second half, but I think in all it's a good game for us.
Well, we can't say for sure whether preseason is over, because I'm sure there's a lot more to be done. But are you content, not with the scoreline, but with the game plan of your team?
Oh yes, I mean, like I said, with the game plan, I'm very, very happy how they play, the aggressiveness and how they win the ball back and all this. So definitely we have a lot of work to do, but like I said, we still have 2 weeks for the start of the season, so we are going to...
Will that be enough?
I think yes, it will be enough for us to finish our tactics.
Congratulations. We'll see you in the next game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coach, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. One of the reasons for this tournament as a specify some of the loopholes in the teams as you shape the teams ready for the league. And I'm sure this has been of great benefit to you today.
Very, very beneficial for us. Because we've seen a lot of loopholes in the team. But that's why playing off-season friendly matches is very good for a team. Well, we identify some players that we're going to work on them before the commencement of the league. I hope everything will be okay.
In a private chat with you I had earlier on, you made me aware that it is not about winning,
yes,
but it's about ensuring that you have built a solid team,
yes,
for the onslaught, talking, yes, about the Premier League.
Yes.
And so I am sure that despite the fact that you've lost 2 matches, you still look content with the general aptitude of your team.
Oh yes, but we identify some positive and negative aspects. That's what we're going to work on it. No, we are not down at all. Because I think it's good for us. We have some new young ones that we were testing them to see how they can blend with the old players. So it's a very good exercise for us. We're going home to work on the shortfalls. So before the commencement of the league, we'll be ready to face any team at all.
I like the confidence. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.